Welcome to Corrections Reflections Podcast, a platform dedicated to individuals who've experienced incarceration. When I was 19 years old, I made a decision that would change my life. Eventually, I would find myself in prison. And when I got out, I made it my mission to help give those who faced incarceration a voice. If you haven't already got my book, you can find it on Amazon. The name of the book is Guilty, the story they never told.
My name is William Lehmkuhl, and I'm from Henrietta, Oklahoma. I was born in Tennessee, but sometime after my mother had me, she moved back to her family in Oklahoma.
Well, let me hear. Start from the beginning. Like, what's your earliest memory, and what does it say about where you came from?
My earliest memory about my mother?
Yeah.
I only got like 5 memories. But I remember us being in the house, in a blue house.
Yeah.
I grew up in Henrietta, so I see the house all the time.
So, growing up in Oklahoma and Tennessee, when did you first realize life wasn't going to be easy? You know, what was the difference in between living in both places?
I mean, I don't remember anything from Tennessee. Sometime during all this, she came back to her family. You know what I mean? She was out chasing drugs. My father from Tennessee, but I ain't never met him before, so I really don't know anything about that life. And I only got 5 memories. I really don't know much about it at all, but Oklahoma shit.
You mentioned not having many memories of your mother as a kid. How did that absence of her in your life shape you as a kid?
Probably fucked me up pretty good. But sometime after she came back, she managed to get rid of my brother and my sister. My brother was staying with my grandma, and my sister got adopted out to another family. From what I was told, when I was 4, she left me at a babysitter's house for a few days while she was out doing drugs. DHS got involved, and then I went into the system. Eventually, my aunt and uncle adopted me, my mom's brother and his wife. And that's who I call mom and dad today.
Okay, so that's who raised you, right? Is there any things that they taught you growing up to help you mature as a man or help you later on in life? Or did y'all have that type of relationship, or was it like a love-hate relationship?
It's tough, you know. It's we didn't really have a relationship like that, but if they did teach me anything, it would probably be to just be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can tell you one thing, though, we always try not to be like the ones who raised us, it feels like. It's like they taught us what not to be like, so sometimes, not everybody has that type of relationship, but, good relationships and bad relationships, everybody has them. Okay, so as a young man, were you angry about what you didn't know how to explain about your relationship with your mother?
I don't know, man. She missed out. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? It is what it is.
Yeah. Did that help you be a better parent to your child or to your children?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, she chose drugs over any of her children, you know, and that's tough for anyone. So it is what it is, and you know, maybe there's times where she tried to look like she tried, but
you didn't really feel it, huh? All the way, huh?
I mean, what do you mean? I was adopted, bro.
And like, yeah,
she gave her rights away.
Sure.
Yeah. Nah, but anyways, my parents, they had 3 daughters of their own, and they decided to take me in, you know, so that's awesome, you know, and I had a new family. But honestly, I had a fucked up childhood growing up, and I started getting in trouble at a young age. Trouble for nothing, really. But I'm not gonna get too much into my childhood. But the older I got, the more I wanted to give them a reason for me to be in trouble. I started stealing my mom's cigarettes and stuff. You know, just doing mischievous things. I started dipping tobacco in the 6th grade probably, and I was always having to hide it, and you know, and it was tough. You know, I did it for a long time. It was tough, and every time they caught me, I got in so much trouble, bro. It was tough.
What was the first bad decision you ever made in your life that you knew that was going to change your life? I mean, we all got our habits, whatever things we did behind our parents' back, like smoke cigarettes, you know, smoke weed, drink a little bit. But when did you first really know that you were heading down the wrong path?
Damn, bro, a long time. When I was a kid. Honestly, I was always in trouble from the time so my parents adopted me at 4 years old, you know, and they tell me stories from the very beginning where I was just doing horrible things, always just in trouble. And I cannot remember even when the first time I got in trouble was. I don't remember. It all runs together, you know. I was in so much trouble all the time.
Was there ever a point when you were growing up that you seen you was going down the wrong road but just kept going anyway? Yeah. That was, probably my whole life, really. But I mean, it was never serious until it wasn't, you know? Yeah. That's usually how it goes. So where'd you grow up at? What community?
Henrietta. So I actually grew up in Henrietta. So I lived in Henrietta, but I went to school at Wilson. So I wasn't really in the Henrietta community per se, but I wasn't really in any community, you know what I mean? Like, I was sheltered, you know what I mean? My sisters, they had a pretty good life, yeah, you know? But honestly, I was pretty sheltered. Stealing my parents' cars, bro. Dude, stealing their phones. Oh yeah. Stealing their cars. My sisters got to grow up with cell phones, but honestly, it was a crime if I had one. There were countless times I stole their phones during the night, and went to go use them. I had to go feel good. Like I had to act like I had a phone too, you know. So like, if there was a girl I wanted to talk to, I would attempt it, you know. I'd message her. I would even use my parents' phones, but that was not a lot. You know, that's crazy. That's going too far. I did it a couple times, but I was 12 or 13 when I started stealing my parents' vehicles. I started sneaking out in the middle of the night. Man, I stole their car too many times, bro. Which is crazy for me to do because my dad's a pretty big fella.
Did you get like a rush out of it?
No, well, no, I don't. Maybe a little.
Or did it feel like you was more like in survival mode?
Man, yeah, both. I like both. Maybe a little bit of both. Because, man, I just wanted to go do some shit. I just wanted to I didn't have a life, bro. I couldn't get out, so.
Just trying to have fun, huh?
Man, you hear me? I was just trying to do something.
Oh, we can go back in time. I know.
Man. Yeah, one time I stole my sister's car to try to go get some pussy.
I think we've all been there.
Yeah.
Time or two.
On my way home, I tried to do some cool shit, and I was gonna try to drift it around I came to a 4-way stop.
Yeah.
And I tried to drift it, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I acted like I did.
You fucking some shit up?
Yeah. I ended up drifting it a little bit, but then I smacked the window. I smacked the mirror on a sign, and it shattered it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so then I had to take it home, and I acted like nothing happened, and then I was confronted about it the next day, and I played stupid. But yeah, I got in trouble. Yeah, they knew it was me.
What do you think? Do you think they felt like you was rebellious or just misunderstood?
Rebellious. I don't even know. Yeah, rebellious. I think growing up my whole life, they just considered me a bad kid. They already labeled me. They labeled me before anyone else did.
Do you think do they feel responsible, or they feel like you was just doing it?
No, they don't feel responsible.
Okay.
But of course, I can't make them feel responsible either, because we all are the creator to our own story.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, sure, things happen, but shoulda, woulda, coulda. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is what it is.
So what's a story that you never told your parents, but you knew you could have gotten in trouble for?
Alright. I'll tell you this story. So...
Before you that, say sorry, parents.
Sorry.
We're sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, Mom and Dad. So, when I was about 12 or 13, I had my first gun. But that's only because I stole it.
You had to steal a gun though to have one back in the day.
Yeah. I kept it hidden outside in the back alley, and our alley wasn't really connected to like any other houses. It was just like our house, and then behind our house we had an alley back there, and we used it. So back there we had some junk, and those bird baths, they're angels. They're like figure angels, and they hold the bowl, and it's like a real big bowl, and it's a bird bath. Alright, so there's a big heavy one, probably like 50, 60 pounds, and that's where I hid the gun the whole time I stayed there. And then we ended up moving out to Wilson, and I moved the gun out to my grandma's house and gave it to my younger cousin to hold on to. Okay, because I thought him and I were I thought we had some kind of connection, some kind of understanding, some kind of connection for sure. You know what I mean?
So,
He was always in trouble like I was, but he honestly had a lot of freedom. He didn't have the same parents I had. You know what I mean?
yes, sir.
So, but yeah, he was in a lot of trouble too. But, anyways, should have known I could have trusted him. He, check it out. His stepdad was an alcoholic, and I guess he was abusive at the time. My cousin, like I said, I was 12 or 13, and he was younger than I was.
Oh yeah.
And his stepdad was being abusive, and my cousin pulled the gun out on him, I guess, and then left with the gun. And then his mom called my mom freaking out, bro.
Your gun?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Man, called my mom freaking out. Dude, I was in so much trouble. It was yeah, I was in so much trouble. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And the way he had a relationship with his parents, where he kind of just got away with everything. Did that make you resent your parents in any way?
Nah, bro. I was adopted.
I know. I mean,
It's expected.
Yeah, expected.
You know what I mean? Like, it is what it, honestly, I see it this way. When now that I have a child, when you have a child, ain't nobody gonna love that person like you love that person. You know what I mean? Because you made that person, and the fact that I didn't come from them, like, I can't expect them to love me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And I know that they do. I'm not saying that they don't. I know that they do. But you know, yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people can agree with that.
Right.
It's easier to love your own flesh and blood than it is somebody you just welcome into your home.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And maybe sometimes they aren't welcome, you know, but they have no choice but to take you in. And it's not your fault, you know, the way you get treated.
Yeah. I started committing crimes around that time, 12 or 13, 14-ish. Little before that. Not real crimes or anything, because I wasn't a thug or anything, but I was breaking into houses and breaking into cars and shit, stealing shit.
Did you ever feel like that lifestyle was going to lead you to a time in jail or in prison?
No, but I wasn't really, like I said, I didn't have a life. I didn't have enough freedom to even be able to do that stuff. I would do that stuff whenever I would sneak out at night sometimes. You know, like, I was just causing trouble because I was always in trouble, bro. I don't know, I was just doing dumb shit.
Almost like a double life, huh? Like you do this outside and come home and be the sweet little kid, huh?
Yeah, I wasn't a bad kid or anything, but I was always in trouble. So in return, I just always did bad shit. I ain't gonna act like I didn't do my shit, because, you know, I did some shit. Sometimes I did some shit to be in trouble, but sometimes I didn't, you know. So punishment didn't fit the crime type shit. So I made it fit the crime. When I was in the 2nd grade, my mom got a job at the school. She's still there today. But when I was a freshman or a sophomore in high school, my parents were part of the robotics team. You ever heard of the robotics team?
I think I'm familiar with it.
Yeah, they make robots and stuff.
Yeah, we didn't have one in our school, but I think I'm aware of it.
Yeah, so like they make robots, and they make the robot do a certain thing, right? They make it to do a certain thing, right? So like some people could have like an amazing robot, and then some people could have a horrible robot with like a boom arm lift. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, anyways, there was a lot of people, a lot of schools here at this school that we all went to, for the robotics thing. We went to a school in Stillwater on a Saturday, and honestly, I thought it was pretty boring. So I got a few younger buddies together, and somehow I convinced them to help vandalize the school.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't do a lot of damage or anything, but we fucked up the library. We flipped the tables upside. Hey, my little cousin, my younger cousin, he was part of it too. We flipped tables upside down and like threw chairs all over the place. We dumped bookcases, bookshelves. Oh man, it was crazy.
I don't mean to get excited about this, whatever, but just stories like this remind me of my childhood. A better time. So, please excuse us, but yeah, just bear with us.
Oh man. When we got to school on Monday morning, they called us in the office one by one, and I ended up getting suspended from school.
Did they give y'all SWAT to y'all school?
Dude, yeah.
So everybody had permission to whoop us back in the day, it felt like.
Hey, that was their go-to move on me because suspension. My mom worked at the school.
She just thought, oh, he ain't coming home.
Oh man. Yeah. I also got in trouble and couldn't play basketball. I had to sit the bench because you know why? My coach was also my principal. That sucked.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so he's the one that suspended me too. Yeah.
Did he have any positive?
No, actually, I think he's the one that they called. They got us on camera, bro. They got us on camera. They narrowed us down, and they called so many schools. But then, after they called so many schools, they figured it out. We were such a small school.
It wasn't that hard, huh?
Got him. Yeah, red-handed, bro.
And somebody thought, hey man, they caught us.
Oh man, yeah. I can remember one of them told me they was like, yo, they're calling us into the office. I started tripping. Yeah, I started tripping. Yeah, I was the one in charge.
Did you ever do anything in school like smoke weed or drink alcohol or anything like that?
Of course. I didn't really go out and party all that much. I really didn't drink that much. Like I said, because I was sheltered and stuff, I didn't have a life. But I did smoke some weed.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, alright, so my mom, she would, whenever I would smoke her cigarettes and stuff, she would obviously smell it on me. And sometimes when I would smoke some weed, she would smell it on me but think I smoked a cigarette. And I let her believe it, I just took the punishment because I was high, and like I don't even care.
The hell with it.
Fuck it, I'm always in trouble. What's more trouble? Nah, so I was like, yeah. But I definitely wasn't telling her it was weed. Yeah, no. That would have been horrible.
Yeah, you'd been definitely in trouble.
Yeah, I was probably suspended in every single grade except my senior year.
Did you ever get caught smoking?
No. But nah, we used to smoke out in the greenhouse because it's a little country school. Yeah, we used to smoke out in the greenhouse or outside where the cameras were. So since my mom worked at the school, she was a janitor and she had access to the entire school. Well, I had to do her job and help clean the school. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So in the computer lab, there was a can of air duster. I knew that I was going to be in the office in ISS at school the next day, so I hid the air duster in the school. Well, they didn't have ISS class, like there wasn't a lot of people in it, was just me. So they weren't going to risk calling somebody in or getting a teacher or anything, so like they just set me in an office. They set me in a closet inside the office. Okay.
Yeah, closet in the office?
Yeah, it's like, yeah, like where they.
I think like, wait, I think about that. Like, wait,
yeah, like where they store their files and stuff.
Punishment like a motherfucker, goddamn.
Anyways, I hid that air duster somewhere, and then when school started, I was sitting in that office doing my work, and they let me go to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom, I ran to get the air duster, and I brought it back in there with me, and I started hitting it a few times. Bro, I hit it one good time, and I guess I fell and made a loud crash. And they came in there and checked on me, and I was passed out on the floor. They started waking me up, and whenever I stood up, they seen the air duster, and of course, I was booked.
Then the air duster ain't no joke, is it?
No, I don't know. Hey, have you ever seen people who do like the whippets or like the
nitrous or whatever?
Yeah.
What's that called? They use for when you go to the dentist. The laughing gas type stuff. Whatever.
Yeah, what's that called? Nitrous oxide?
Yeah, nitrous oxide.
I don't know.
I think so.
Hey, don't get me lying.
Hey, they be getting a whole tank. I be seeing people on TV.
Oh yeah. They be colorful though.
Yeah.
They be colorful.
Yeah. That like the hell of a high.
I don't know what those are called.
I don't know, but they be.
Those people, they from like Atlanta and stuff. they.
Hey, my cousin did some air duster once. They ended up on the other side of the highway, and they was all frozen. And I guess one person that was not doing air duster woke up, seen the lights coming, and jumped in the driver's seat and drove off.
Hey,
like shit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know it, right?
Yeah, I was always in trouble though. My middle name was Trouble.
Hey, for some reason, wasn't nothing like getting high at school though.
Man, hey, but stay far away from that air duster, homie. That shit ain't no joke. Yo.
Yes, sir. Yeah, stay away from drugs, everybody. You hear that, right? Don't do drugs.
After my junior year of high school, I was 18 years old, and I decided to move out of my parents' house. I thought I was old enough to break free, and I was out. So I moved in with some friends and partied for the summer, and I had a blast. My senior year was coming up, and I wanted to play basketball, so that meant I had to stay focused. If I wanted to play, I couldn't stay in the current situation I was in. So I decided to move back to my parents' house. And when I did, honestly, everything changed dramatically.
Did you ever want to go to college and play ball?
Of course. Yes. Yeah, but if you would like to read my book, you know, that's in my book. The story's in my book. You can find it on Amazon. The name of the book is Guilty, the story they never told.
You know, that Guilty, the story that was never told. You can find it on Amazon. Go ahead and go buy them up.
So my senior year was coming up, and I wanted to play basketball, so I ended up moving in with my parents again. They no longer treated me, you know, in a way that felt shallow, if that makes sense, because remember, I'm adopted. Okay, so like they honestly they treated me like they treated their children, and it was nice. You know, they gave me freedom, they gave me space, regular rules. They treated me like their kid. It was awesome. Honestly, it was a good time. You know, my senior year was the best time of my life. I got a girlfriend. They let me hang out with her all the time. They gave me a regular curfew. I broke it. I didn't get in trouble. I could go out the night before, get hammered, you know, come home, sleep all day, and they would leave me alone. Before, that was never an option.
Thanks for tuning in and being a part of this channel. If you enjoyed this one, leave us a like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow us to stay connected. Follow us on TikTok at Corrections Reflections, and find the Guilty brand on Etsy at Corrections Co. This is Corrections Reflections with Will and Boo.